Hi everyone, I just had a lot of responses to my Scion TC mod that I did, and a lot of people asking me how exactly I went about and did it, so I'm just going to give a brief overview of what I did and show everybody kind of how to do this if it's something you planning on doing. Let's just start with how I wired everything. We'll go to the back here. Basically, you got to cut a spot out of here, and this door, I'm not going to take everything apart because that's just a pain in the ass. I don't want to go through that again. But you got to take this whole bracket out, and then this front door piece, it's actually two pieces. If you ever look in there, there's these little notches around the corner. You can pop that out with a screwdriver and get these two pieces apart, and then basically you'll find kind of where the lettering is on that other side, and you'll want to cut out a big area for it. But basically I just kind of made a makeshift circuit board there, and I've got about 10 LEDs, surface mount diodes, some blue ones, all arranged in basically a serial circuit, so it's just one straight line of them. So just one power coming in and one ground going out. And basically what you see back here, this is just a piece of wax paper, and that's there because the LEDs, this is such a low profile when you got your CD deck in and this thing opens. You gotta have something that's really short here so it doesn't bang on all your equipment. So I got these LEDs facing straight up and down, but I got this wax paper here that will help diffuse some of that light so it comes through the lettering in the front. And basically all this is here is a shiny piece of white cardboard. It's really thin, and I just put black electrical tape on the outside and just kind of holding this into place and stopping any light coming from the back out, so that way it helps push that light through the front. So, and then I just got a power line, your main power coming through, and you want to glue all these inside here so that way they're not dangling around, otherwise they're going to get caught on everything. But the way I wired this whole system is so that way the lights only come on in the front here. They only come on when this door is down. So when it's up, it's not on all the time. It only comes on when it's down and when the headlights are running, because there's no point running it in the daytime. So whenever I have the headlights on, then this will light up. And how I did that is I ran that red wire. See if I can get you to see that. It comes all the way up, but it comes around here on this back side. So you can see how this moves like that. So the wire is all the way on the back side of this. It comes up and around this, and I glued it in place using hot glue, which I found out in the summertime, hot glue is not the best thing to work because it just melts. And especially with these front wires here on the front of the whole deck, you're going to want to use actually like some kind of cement glue. Hot glue in here, it just ended up dripping and getting all over my CD deck, and I had to scrape all that off, so lesson learned there. Anyways, the power comes through here, and what I did, I took something apart, some stupid little toy that required batteries, and when you put the batteries in the things, they got those contacts. I basically pulled those apart, and this little spring load here, that helps lock the door in place when you push this up. I put a contact terminal here. Let's see if I get this in the light so you can see. It's just where a battery would normally go. That looks like the part that the negative end would go on. And I got that all wired and soldered in right there and glued in place. So that way it completes the circuit when it's closed. Because I got this part here. This goes up and connects to another battery part that I put on, and it's soldered to a wire that's going to go to your power. And this metal thing right here, it's got some kind of, some kind of coating on it, and solder will not stick to it. So I basically had to cram this thing in there. I pushed it in, and I just made the solder flow out, and it works. So that's all that matters. And then my power goes all the way here. And because of the LEDs I used, there's a calculator online that you can find out exactly what kind of resistor you use. So I got this resistor here, and basically I plug this straight into the wiring harness that goes into this thing here. It's like the top row, second from the right when you're looking at the power cord thing that comes in, second from the right, it's a red wire. I just plug this in straight into the back where this would go. And that's where I get my power, and that's the power that only comes on when the headlights are on. And then for my ground, I've got this to come through that, kind of like all the way to the other side. But since, see, I got this part, and I made a little jimmy rig quick disconnect, so that way every time I take this off, I don't have to unscrew a bolt to get the ground off. So basically I'll have another piece that connects this together, and that goes straight to the ground and completes the circuit. So that's kind of what I did there with the wiring. I thought it was a pretty good idea when I used all of this to incorporate breaking the circuit, because as soon as it's open, circuit's broke and the lights are off. Close it, circuit's completed, light turns on. So, and then it's just a matter of cutting all this out, trying to make it as nice and neat as you can, which mine wasn't the best, and ended up scratching it all up. So I had to repaint it and resurface it, and it still looks like shit, but you know, it's not too bad. So that's kind of how I did that. If you have any other questions, just let me know, and I can try to answer any of the other ones, but just kind of showing you how everything's put in place there. Just go over everything again. I got the cardboard, the tape, kind of hides everything. The LEDs in there. Get some good light for you. The wax paper in the back. Shine that through. So, and there's the power coming out to the front here. So that way when it opens, it comes out like that. Completes the circuit. And there you have it. I'm recording this on my Droid phone, so I only have one hand to use, but I mean, pretty much still works like a charm. And I've had to modify this a few times to get it to where it is, but it's been working for me ever since. So, alright, take a look at that, guys. If you guys plan on doing it, got any questions, just don't hesitate to ask. Thanks.